Hello, racing fans. It's Doug Henwood, the number cruncher, back with you. And this is our first day of selections for Woodbine, January the 19th, 2024. So let's get busy. Only a few hours until post time. Remember that the assumption is you're going to have your program in front of you, and I'm going to give you the information I've calculated, starting with front half. And the front half, you should write these numbers down at the bottom left hand of your program. Then the middle move horses, that should go at the bottom of your program in the middle. And the adjusted last quarter horses, and that should go to the bottom of your program on the right hand side. Then as the races progress, and you should see the top four finishers, compare them to these predictions at the bottom, and circle the ones where we're having some success. That way, as the evening progresses, you'll be able to determine where the right selections are coming from. In addition, we keep talking about track bias. One thing about doing this in advance of the races themselves is for sure track bias is going to impact the selections we're making. So hard to know in advance whether we'll be favoring any one category or the other. So remember, top right-hand corner of your program, list at the quarter pole the top four placed horses at the quarter, and then below that, the top four finishers below, so that you can track the track bias. Once you have that, you can then, if speed horses are doing well, it makes sense to focus then on the speed that the numbers I give you represent. So that's the recommendation. Finally, remember too, I'd be more than pleased to send you the summary sheet that I have. It would look something like this. Happy to put that in your hands so that you have all the numbers at a glance, and then you can add your actual results, how you're doing, make a few notes, just keep things organized. So if you want to get back to me with your email address, my email address is now posted on the YouTube channel. So it's thenumbercruncher365@gmail.com. So feel free to get back to me with comments and or a request for these summaries. So let's get started. First race at Woodbine, front half pick, 7, 1, 6, 4. Put that in the bottom left-hand quarter in your program. The middle move horses this race are 6 and 8 only. And the adjusted closing quarter horses, 6, 1, 10, 8. So that's what the numbers are telling us. What I've done as well is I'm offering you some selections. So again, this is where my own personal biases and experience come into play. In advance of knowing the track bias, no guarantees for sure, but this is how I probably will play along, at least until I know the bias later tonight. So my selections for this race are 6, 1, 7, 8. So number 6 is Butterfly Kisses. Number 1, 2, Pistol Annie. The 7 horse is Cozy Up. That's who I have for third. And finally for fourth, Nora D. So that's the first race. I'm going to try to move these along so that I don't take too much of your time, since I'll just be spouting out numbers. Race number 2, 8 on top of your front half selection. 2 or 7 are tied for second, and then 1 and 5 are tied for third. So there's a few front half horses to note. If you have a tie, I like to do a slash between the two horses. It's one way to show that they're even. Middle move horses. 1 is the middle move horse, and 7 is the second best middle move horse. Adjusted closing quarter for the second race. 2, 10, 1 for third, and we have a couple of horses tied for fourth. So 3 or 8 in the fourth position. So 2, 10, 1 with 3 or 8. My selections in the second race: 2 on top, 1 for second, 8 for third, and 7 or 10 for fourth. So that's Mr. Magic to win, Bettina Hanover number 1 for second, Dream Nation for third. That's probably going to be your favorite in this race. And then a kind of a toss-up for fourth, Vilchance AS or Victor Invictus in the fourth position. So that's race number 2. at Woodbine. In the third leg, our front half selections, 5, 4, 6, and then a 1-8 tie for fourth. We don't have any middle move horses in this race. The adjusted closing quarter, our closer is 7, 4 for second, and then a 3-way tie for third, 2, 5, and 8. My selections based on all of that are 5, 4, 7, and 2. So that's Gia's Surreal. This is a classy horse with a bit of speed, likely to go all the way or with a trip and then to win it. So Gia's Surreal's the pick. Wildcat Star number 4 for second. Salzbrook Olympia for third. And Delightful Catherine N for fourth in the third race at Woodbine. Now in the fourth, we have the front half selection. 6 and 10 are actually tied. So 6-10 tied for first in the front half, 2 for third, and then another tie for the last position, 3 or 9. So that's 6 or 10, 2 with 3, 9. So that's lots of front half speed. And really, I'd be focusing more on the top end of those lists, but it's just information, guys. The middle move horse, there's only one, and it's number 7. Finally, adjusted closing quarter, 6, 9 for second, 3 for third, and then a 2 and 7 tie for fourth. So my selections this race, 6 on top, 9 for second, 7 for third, and 2 for fourth. That's So Not Cool as the winner. Timel Terret for second. Catkin Morgan for third. And number 2, Southwind Caesar for fourth. That's the fourth race. Grab your pen for a second. I'm going to give you a little bonus offer as part of the broadcast. So here's my pick 4. It's going to cost you $19.20 as a 20-cent ticket. So let's give it a try. Fourth race, 2, 6, 7, and 9. Fifth race, 2, 8, 9. Sixth race, 3, 7, 8, 9. And in the last leg, 8 or 9. That's going to cost you $19.20. Hey, the nice thing about this being a video is if I go too fast or you miss something, have another look, skim through, and make sure you got the numbers down right. So that's the fourth leg, and I've given you the pick 4, the early pick 4 at Woodbine. Now to the fifth. Our front half speed horse is 6, and then 2, and 4 or 5 for third. We don't have any middle move horses again in this race. Adjusted closing quarter, 2, 9, 8, 3, which led me to my own selections. 2 on top, 9 for second, 8 for third, and 6 for fourth. So that's True That, number 2, to win. Number 9, Only the Good Die Young for second. 8, Team Colors for third. Again, this one might be the favorite in the race, James McDonald, and shipping in from Meadowlands and Freehold. So we'll see how that goes. And fourth, Honey Love, number 6. So that's the fifth race. On to the sixth. Our front half speed horses, 7 and 10 are tied. 6 for third, 8 for fourth. Middle move horses, 8's the 1, and 9 is second best. Adjusted closing quarter, 9 is our best horse. 3 or 5 are tied for second, and then 8 as the fourth best. Leading me to my selections for race 6, 9, 7, 8, 3. So look at that cat. That's my pick. Second, number 7, Meadow Branch Noble. 8, I'm a stand-up guy for third. And finally, Tangle Wild Road for fourth. That's the story for race number 6. Here we go to race 7. Race 7, 4 on top of the middle or of the front half selections. 1 for second, 3 for third, and 7, 10 tied for the fourth position. We have 1 middle move horse, and it's the 7, Summer Lovin'. Adjusted closing quarter, 9 on top, 3 and 8 tied for second, and then 5 and 10 tied for the final 2 spots. My selections here, 9 8, 3, and 5. So that's the 9, Jillian Jiggs. I think she's going to pay quite a bit. Her last race was disappointing, but I'm going to definitely give her another shot. Second is Margot's Got the Cargo. This is a youngster just getting started, and she's been pretty much unbeatable so far, so definitely going to figure highly. Wildcat Lisa, number 3 for third, and 5, third time lucky in the 4th position. Off to the 8th race, our front half speed, 5, 4, 7, 8. Middle move horses, 4 and 9 are tied. And our adjusted closing quarter horses, 1 on top, 5, 6, and then 2, 3, and 7 are all tied for the last position. My selections, 5 to win it, 1 for second, 4 for third, and 2 for last. So that's Alabama Hannah as our winner. My Hungry Girl, number 1 for second, Powder Play for third, and Setting a Precedent in 4th. Note this one's the first time Richard Moreau, so it's always dangerous. Off to the 9th race. In the 9th, our front half speed, 8, 7, and then 5 and 6 for third. The middle move horse is 3. And the adjusted closing quarter, it's 2 on top, and then a tie between 4, 5, and 7, all for the second position. My selections, 8, 7, 2, 4. So I'm going with Huntress. Typically, you can flip a coin between Huntress and So Much More week in, week out. Hard to beat the heart of So Much More, but I'm going to play against her today and go with Huntress. So Much More, number 7 for second. Number 2, She's Got It All, is certainly running as good as she has in a long time. Got her for third. And 4th, Tells on a Roll. Also in the 9th, that's the start of the late pick 4. So we'll give you that one as well. So here's a ticket for the late pick 4. 20-cent version. It's going to cost you $18. So 7 or 8 in the 9th, 2, 5, and 7 in the 10th. I need a few in the next leg. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the 12th. And finally, 2, 5, 7 in the last leg. So that's an $18 investment. And wish you luck on that one. Hopefully we get a few of these. Off to the 10th race. In the 10th, the front half speed, 1, 6, 5, 2. We don't have any middle move horses. And the adjusted closing quarter, 2, 7, and a 3-way tie for third, 3, 8, 9. My selections in this race, 2 on top, 7, 5, 1. So I like Timal Riggs. I think this one's hidden a little bit. Actually picked in the program, but for sure I like the position for this. Timal Riggs, number 2. Second, J Port Roadrunner, running quite good. Third, Floyd the Freak, number 5. And finally, Memo on the Rail, number 1. That's the top 4 in race 10. Off to the 11th. In the 11th, the front half speed, 6, 5, and then a tie for third, 1 and 7. No middle move horses. In the then the adjusted closing quarter picks, 2 or 4 are tied, and then 3 and 6. My selections, I think you got to go with Western Wish, number 6, and then 5, 4, and 3. So that's Western Wish on top, number 5, Snow Shark for second, Freedom E for third, and Raptors 1. No, sorry about that. Compass Rose Divi for 4th. I like Raptors 1 as well. It's almost tight for that 4th and 5th position. That's the 11th race. Into the 12th. Our front half speed, 5, 6 or 8, and 2, 3. One middle move horse, and that's Duchesne, number 7. Adjusted closing quarter, 2, 7, 5 or 10 for third. My selections, 7, 5, 2, and then because it's the super high 5 or the jackpot high 5, we'll give you the, we actually have a tie for the 3rd and 4th, for the 4th and 5th position. That's 3 and 8. So I'm coming up with Duchesne as your winner, number 7. Elisa's Delight, number 5 for second. Voom Voom, the 2 for third. And then a tie for fourth between 3, Glenborough, and number 8, Fearless Sheila. So that's as simple as that. There's the selections. Took about 15 minutes to get this information to you. Wish you a lot of luck tonight. I'm going to have some fun. Remember to watch the track bias as we go along. My selections are my opinion. All the other numbers come directly from the program. That's what the program is saying. So your opinion is just as good as mine, regardless. Play along, have some fun. That's really the key. Let's have some fun tonight, and I wish you lots of success as well. Back tomorrow with selections for Saturday at Woodbine. Bye for now.